Home Learners. My name is Katie and I am from the Pearl River Public Library Learning Lab. I'm currently presenting to you from my at-home learning lab, Studio B, B for basement. Whichever at-home learning lab you guys are reporting from, welcome. In this 6-part family-friendly series, we'll be covering one of the 6 letters in STREAM, which stands for Science, Technology, Reading, Engineering, Arts, and Math. You've most likely heard STEAM, but a lot of schools are actually starting to add the R for reading, and since we are the library, it only seemed fitting. So, this week we will be starting upstream with the letter S, and so the Learning Lab is proud to present how to make ice cream and the science behind it. So, get your lab coats on and let's get started. So, this is our ice cream recipe. Like any science experiment, it is always a good idea to read through the directions first. You can do this by simply watching the video. A good rule to follow is, if you can't explain the ice cream experiment to a friend, you should probably watch the video again. This will help to prevent learning lab disasters like frozen fingers or ice cream slush. So, to begin, you need to gather some lab equipment. Those are your ingredients. This recipe makes enough for a single serving, or enough for one person. This means that each person in your family should gather their own ingredients. So ice cream is actually made of 2 parts. You need to get something for the ice, something for the cream. When you make ice cream, you actually start with the cream first. With the help of an experienced scientist, kids, that's a parent, we are going to measure a half cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. The milk and the sugar will create a sweet cream, whereas the vanilla will add flavoring. Instead of a bowl, we're actually going to mix our ingredients in a quart-sized Ziploc bag. Okay, so now we can put all of our ingredients into our quart-sized bag. So, we have 1/2 cup of milk. Pour it very carefully. Okay. Next up, we have our 1 tablespoon of sugar. Last but not least, a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Remember, this added flavoring. Delicious. So now we're going to seal the bag, and you're going to try to get all of the air out. I seal it extra tight, and now we can put this down for a minute. If you're going to take a break, you should put it in the fridge, because otherwise the milk that's in it will sour. Next, you're up to the ice. So you're going to need to get a 1-gallon bag, and you're going to fill it about halfway with ice cubes. This is just a rough estimate. And now for the secret ingredient of the entire experiment, you're going to need salt. You're going to need 6 tablespoons worth. So I'm going to pour in some salt straight into the bag. 4 tablespoons. Plus my 2 tablespoons. Give me a total of 6 tablespoons. Okay, so now this is where the science comes in. We need to turn our liquid cream into solid ice cream. That's called a phase change. We could just put it in the freezer, but the ingredients don't look very mixed, and the freezer is actually not cold enough. Remember how I said salt was our secret ingredient? So by adding the salt to this 1-gallon bag, it actually made the bag even colder than the freezer itself. So we're going to put our sealed quart-sized bag into our 1-gallon bag. Pop it right in. Now we're going to seal the bag shut. So we're actually going to create the phase change. We're going to see the liquid cream turn into solid ice cream by shaking the bag for 5 minutes. This will also mix all of the ingredients. As a suggestion, I recommend putting the bag into a 2-gallon plastic bag, just so that way if there are any tears in the 1-gallon bag, the ingredients won't fall all over the place. Make sure that you seal this bag extra good as well. Get all the air out. Okay, and as my second suggestion, you're going to want to wear some winter gloves, because like I said, the ice bag is even colder than a freezer. So this is where you really could lose some fingers, so winter protection. Okay, so for 5 minutes, you're just going to shake your bag, and you'll slowly see the phase change start to occur. You can throw the bag up in the air, you can play catch with it, whatever you'd like. So, happy shaking! Okay, scientists, our 5 minutes are up. We are on the brink of a Eureka Moment. Did our science experiment work? First, grab a towel because things might get a little wet. But let's see the big reveal. Unzip the bags. Okay, icy ice cream. So as you can see, our liquid cream was scientifically transformed into solid ice cream. Things are leaking a little bit, so wipe it up carefully. You can eat it straight out of the bag, or if you would like, what I like to do, you can take a bowl, a pair of scissors, and what you can do is you can cut the one corner of the bag so you have a hole. Now, you can pipe your ice cream out like you would an icing tube, and you can squeeze it into a bowl. Looks good. Squeeze out a little more. Looking pretty nice. Okay, so you can eat it plain like this, but actually, if you want to add some toppings, you should check out the book Ice Cream Treats by Charity Ferreira. It's available on the Pro River Library Hoopla page. Here you'll find all sorts of ideas for delicious toppings like chocolate whipped cream, and also ice cream sandwiches and other cool things to do with the ice cream. Also check out Canopy Kids if you're interested in seeing a video on how real ice cream is made. So, I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Great work today, scientists. Like any day in the Learning Lab, we had a day of great discovery. We learned 3 important things. We learned, 1, that chefs and bakers are really scientists in disguise. We learned, number 2, that freezing is an example of a phase change. So when we went from our liquid cream to solid ice cream, that was a phase change. And 3, we learned that salt is the secret ingredient. That was what enabled us to get the temperature in our bag so cold. And if you look in the bag, you'll actually see that even though the temperature was so cold, there's a lot of liquid salt water in the bag. This is because salt prevents water from freezing. So that's why when it snows outside, you'll see people throw salt on the sidewalk, because it'll prevent any snow that has melted from refreezing into ice. So, great work today, scientists. I hope you enjoy your ice cream. Next week, we will be working our way downstream to the letter T, T for technology. And hopefully you guys have noticed my joke of the day. Why did the ice cream cone carry an umbrella? Because there was a chance of sprinkles. So great work, scientists. I'll see you next time.